Hey, we are live with Gamebound. We were playing some Pendragon this morning, bright and early, and it was going to be three of us or four of us, I guess, including me. And now it is just three of us. But we're still here. Well, I guess it was going to be five of us. And then it was going to be but it's fine. We're still here. We still want to play some Pendragon. And honestly, Gareth and Raywin will have their work cut out for them already doing having to figure out what Amber's character just murdered a guy. So we will have to kind of figure out what's going on there. I imagine that Will eventually show up. But it'll probably work out fine because he's kind of bedridden anyway. So we'll be able to do stuff with these two for a little bit first. Okay, I need to pull up the adventure briefly, and then we'll get started. So we last left our heroes, our knights, our player knights. They had just finished fighting in the Battle of Carlion, right? 8 grueling battle turns, which honestly, probably you guys would not have fought in as many as we did because we didn't realize what the first aid rules were. Turns out you can only get a first aid applied once to your wound, and then you must, wait weeks to recover your health. But it's fine. It's fine. We're still learning the game. And Gareth and Raywin got to have an epic standoff against the Knights of Luthien. One of which, in particular, was a character that's instrumental in Raywin's backstory. Killed her brother. I was listening back through this session last time, and it was really fun imagining that sequence because we have this moment where it's like, you described like you failed your valorous roll, or like you crit failed your valorous roll to stay and fight for an extra round against these guys. And you told me, you're like, yeah, I think like she hears in her head her brother say, "Go hide," like when this guy killed him, and so she just, as soon as she recognizes this dude, she just books it. And I was like, oh, I can imagine that so vividly. But then you come back and you fight side by side with Gareth to try to murder this dude, inspired by the other people around you, the knights and the citizens of Carlion. And you did it. Gareth and you took out this character. I suppose I'll have to generate a name for him. But right now it doesn't matter because you are standing over his very, very stabbed corpse. So I don't know. We don't necessarily need to do immediate aftermath, though I am curious if Gareth did anything immediately after witnessing this moment. Certainly, we know that Raywin did not get any honor, any glory for this, and she lost a point of honor. Did you mark that down already, Amber, last time?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. So yeah, you lost a point of honor. This certainly is going to get around that you did this. I don't think there are any actual other mechanical effects. No one's going to strip you of your knighthood or anything. The lost point of honor and the lost glory is pretty much the main thing. But I am curious, like, what Gareth thinks about it or does, either in the immediate moment after, or like as you guys are heading back to the rear and to where Carwin is like getting first aid and whatnot.
Let me look at myself and see what I think.
Sometimes difficult to do without a mirror.
Yeah. Where?
Here's a shiny breastplate.
Okay, I'm learning how to click things.
Only took you 20 plus years. Yeah.
Yeah. I am high suspicious. So I feel like...
Yeah. I mean, do you have any idea as to like what in particular you might be suspicious about?
We were previously almost suspicious about Raywin before, correct?
Yes, there was something that came up, yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but I feel like I might just be very quiet and like observant as we're walking back in the coming days toward
Sure.
Raywin.
That makes sense to me.
Or Raymond, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. You don't know. Ray is the good shorthand that covers
Ray.
both. Yeah,
Right.
Ray. Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh yeah, there you are. I forgot which one of these portraits. Oh no, it's this guy. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Give me a second. I'm dragging over Carwin's picture to kind of stand in on this screen for a moment. It's 6 a.m. for me, my guys.
Yeah. I apologize.
No, it's fine. I've done this regularly for like 2 years now. This is what our Saturday morning group has done for a while. So anyway, I was just putting up Will's character's portrait on his screen here, my kind of blank video there. What I was saying is I was going to look at your character sheet. I'm curious if there are any other like personality traits or things that would matter here. Obviously suspicious. If you would like to, I mean, instead of you just deciding to be suspicious, let's have you roll on suspicious.
Sure.
Right? That's typically what the game wants us to do. Okay, so you are indeed suspicious.
Yeah.
Would you? That typically means you act on it. What question might you ask Raywin? In the aftermath of this.
So, if you remember, right before this battle, we also did have a discussion about religion and.
True. Yes.
I never said I wasn't. Yeah.
It's heavily implied she was a pagan.
Yes. Yeah.
Any thoughts there, Seth?
I mean, if it was heavily applied and my character probably picked up on that, I'd be like, I think I would just straight up ask, be like, Raymond, are you a pagan?
Yeah. Only a pagan would do such a thing. So dishonorable.
Right. Christians never make a mistake. Sorry.
Certainly, you would never do such a thing, Gareth.
I would.
I kind of just shrugged.
Oh.
Sort of.
Yeah, half shrug. You're probably like numb from everything that just happened.
Yeah. And I assume I like understand now, and I get it.
I kind of look over. I'm like, do you have to be pagan to enact vengeance?
Like, not necessarily, but it was dishonorable.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Gareth, you are also more forgiving than you are vengeful yourself.
I am,
so.
but I also have hatred for pagans.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Well, this knight would have been a pagan too.
No, he's talking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. This knight is not a pagan. This is most likely a Christian. Yeah. I mean, you can act on it at all there, Gareth? Or just kind of like simmer?
I don't think at this time. But I'm watching you.
Yeah.
Where I come from, murderers are put to death.
I mean, same, but yeah, I guess that's new information. You didn't know that knight was a murderer. I mean, apparently Ray thinks that knight was a murderer.
Okay. And so Raymond has told me that, and I'm like, a murderer? What do you mean he was a murderer? How do you know this?
Because I've seen it with my own eyes. I kind of nod back towards Leo de Grants. Perhaps we should get back with the rest of the company.
That's probably wise, but I would like you to tell me more later.
I give a courteous bow.
Okay.
Very good. Very good. Yeah, so you guys kind of finish the battle, walk off the battlefield at that point. And find the end of this whole thing here. Yeah, with the aid of Merlin's magic and the people of Carlion, the Boy King has managed to fight Lot's army to a standstill. The King of the North withdraws to lick his wounds and plan his next move. Because of this indecisive outcome, no loot is collected or distributed. You don't actually get to loot the battlefield or anything like that, which is typically what happens after a battle like this. Player knights who captured horses or knights for ransom may, of course, reap the appropriate rewards for their conquests, but no one has done so. The one knight you attacked or you managed to defeat, you murdered. So no ransom there. Gareth, you still get the glory for it. I already marked it on your sheet. You got 50 glory for killing that Knight of Lothian. Because, you just defeated the guy. You didn't murder the dude. I did go through and double check, as because it's the end of the session. I double checked all the glory that you guys should have been getting for all of these things, and cross-checked it with the ends of the last couple sessions to make sure I wasn't doubling up on glory for things. You did definitely got more glory for things I already gave you glory for than I thought you should have at the time. Stuff like witnessing Arthur's coronation and killing the Picts and stuff like that, saving the sword. You got more glory for that. So your total glory on your sheet should be accurate now, and it's far higher than you had before. Or rather, your session glory is what we're looking at here. So I think you guys had somewhere in the range of 200, 300 before. Now you have somewhere in the range of 700 to 900. Glory. You have 2,000 total glory that you started the game with, somewhere around 2,000, which means by the end of this session, you will likely be in the 3,000 range, or at least close to it, which is the respected knight in terms of total glory count. Like legendary knights like Lancelot or Arthur would be in the 20,000 range or something crazy like that. But
okay.
You certainly improved yourselves.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was 50,000. It was some very high number. All right. So, upon your return to Carlion, you're summoned to one of the city's urban villas. After you have a chance to get cleaned up, get the Raywin has her squire clean the blood off of her armor. And then you arrive to find the banner of King Leodegrance hanging over the entrance of the villa. Inside, near a burbling fish pond, you find the aging yet still fit King of Camelyard, the king of the lower king of this region, letting his entourage attend him. He is stripped down to the waist and to allow the bandaging of several minor wounds on his arms and torso. A cupbearer stands to the side with a large goblet of wine from which he occasionally sips to slake his thirst. And you've been called to this villa. We're kind of just hard cutting to this scene from you guys exiting the battlefield. And he says, "Here they are, the brave knights. You acquitted yourselves well today." How do you react to such praise? This is the king of this city, I believe, if I can remember, or this region, I believe.
I assume the most the way that wouldn't be weird. I mean, that would be what is the word? Appropriate response would be to bow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sounds like you're trying to be modest, Gareth. Would you roll? Roll your modest personality trait. See if you are indeed so modest. No, you may not be. Go ahead and roll your proud now. You are proud instead. So,
I check proud.
Yeah, you check. Well, not necessarily. Not necessarily. It would be if you got a critical on it, or if.
Okay.
It depends on how you still could get a check on proud, depending on how you play this out.
Yeah.
So you're not simple and modest. You don't just like take the compliment. You're like, yeah, I am pretty awesome, right? What do you think? I mean, honestly, especially in contrast, you remember like how Raywin acted there. You're like, I just defeated a knight. I didn't murder him in cold blood. I am better than this pagan. Like that's probably all running through your head right now. How do you respond?
I'm like, it was a difficult battle, but my training came to fruition, and I helped us acquire victory.
Yeah, and he nods, kind of gravely.
It's like, who is this kid?
Yeah, of course, Sir Knight. I'm sure that you did. And he turns to you, Raywin. And how do you respond, or at least attempt to respond?
I would bow and say, it was indeed a victory, won by all of us.
All right, go ahead and roll modest to see if indeed that is how you respond. You do.
Wow.
And then Gareth gets shown up by. But yes, I think it's fun. Let's have you go ahead and mark check proud, Seth. That makes sense to me. That's pretty fun. But yeah, so you let's see. Let's see.
Raymond is still kind of just like, what just happened? Processing.
Yeah, that makes sense. And I do think he probably says something like, well, it is a shame that we were not able to rout them as clearly as we would have wished. But do not fear, knights, you're young yet, and crushing victories are still ahead of all of us. Know that today victory is measured by the fact that our heads are not currently adorning the pikes of Lot's picks. He gives a sardonic laugh and then waves away the attendants. He dons his akaton again. Come. And he leads you inside the villa. And I guess, wait a second. I guess he was like outside the villa. Wait a second. Oh yeah, he's near a burbling fish pond. That's what it was. So now he kind of like leads you inside. And it's cool and pleasant inside the villa. It's a modest board has been laid with bread, cheeses, grapes, jugs of wine. He says, "I am sure you are famished from your exertions. Please eat." Do you do so?
I would sit and I would almost pretend to eat, kind of just like pick at the food.
Mm-hmm. Let's have you go ahead and roll Temperate, yeah.
Oh, I guess I would roll, would I?
We don't necessarily always need to do this, but it's fun to check to double check and see.
Okay.
Like Amber specifically said, like, I'm trying to not indulge in the food that this guy provided for me, right? Which seems like a thing to check against. But yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, but Raywin is probably a little sick to her stomach after what happened on the field. So that makes sense. Well, what about you, Seth? You just eating normally?
I'm eating.
Yeah. I don't think you need to roll on your indulgent or anything. You're just, that's
okay.
Normal. It's what is expected of you in this moment. But yeah, after you've had your fill and Raywin has kind of like picked at her food a little bit. You see a young man enters the hall from some other part of the villa. It is, of course, none other than King Arthur himself. And he says, Leda Grants has spoken well of your service today. I'm always in need of strong arms to defend my kingdom. Please, I've heard of how you've acquitted yourselves today. And he does glance at you briefly, Ray, and you see in his eyes that maybe he has heard of what happened on the field, but as far as you can tell, he's not like immediately turned off by it, right? Like he's like, I understand that the heat of battle can overtake a knight. And he says, please, I have a request for you. I've heard great things from your company, from Leda Grants today, especially you, Gareth, and Raymond, and also your poor wounded companion, Carwin. As far as I know, he is under the care of a priest and is recovering fully. He's still holding on to life, and we can only hope that he recovers. If he does, would the three of you and, of course, Bruce, when if we can ransom him back from the Knights of Cornwall, would you consider becoming members of my household, working as my household knights? And this would, this is like one of the only situations in which it would be like okay to like kind of switch your homage, your fealty to, away from like Count Robert. He's not trying to like steal you away necessarily, but he probably is going to ask Robert about this, and Robert, of course, acquiescing to the High King, would graciously relinquish his knights, if that is what you desire. And Raywin, I think you're a mercenary knight right now, so this would be getting any homage or fealty at all.
Yeah, so I would go down on both knees and bow. It would be my honor. Thank
Gareth?
you.
Yeah. What do you think?
I know I'm saying yes.
Yep.
And I guess I would bow also. I'd be like, of course, my king.
Mm-hmm. And I'm assuming that the others will probably do the same, given the campaign so far. Yeah, I mean, Arthur is delighted when you say so, and then I do think that. So the thing to consider here is you would now get homage for Arthur as a passion. Now, the couple options here, you can simply convert your homage of Lord Robert to King Arthur as homage. Or if you would like, you can roll 2d6 plus 6 to generate a new version of the passion. Up to you.
I'm just going to convert mine. I don't have much fealty to Robert.
I'll add just so that we do both because it's fun.
Generate it. Okay, yeah.
So
roll
homage. Do I say Lord or King?
Yeah. So sorry. Maybe you guys are one or both of you is misunderstanding what the choice that I said there. So you can either convert the existing passion you have for homage Lord Robert, into homage for King Arthur, or you can roll 2d6 plus 6 to generate a new passion for Arthur. It would still replace your existing one. It's just the number is really
okay.
that's being decided here.
Then. Yeah, I'll just convert.
Yeah, you wouldn't keep your.
And I already have
Robert
loyalty for King Arthur.
Yeah, and it's a different passion, right? Like you have personal loyalty. Yeah, you have personal loyalty to Arthur. Yeah.
Did my internet just go out?
Maybe slightly.
No.
What were you saying?
So I have fealty to Roberts that I just changed to Arthur. Is that the same as homage?
It is not. So it should be.
Okay.
It should be. Oh, yeah. I think it should be homage. If your household, it might have been that because you're a mercenary knight, you had fealty. It's. Mm-hmm. I almost think that it's the other way around though. I think fealty is actually when you're a vassal and have like a holding, like an actual like land underneath him, which you wouldn't have had either. So
I just changed the whole thing.
I just changed the whole thing. You make sure it's homage, then King Arthur. Yeah.
Am I here? Can you hear me?
You are.
Yes.
Okay. I think I went out for a second. Okay. So homage, change it to King Arthur.
Yep. Homage King Arthur.
Okay.
Very cool. Yeah. And I'm not sure. I think you all were ordinary standard of living. I think you all had the standard equipment. Armor, charger, round seed, 2 sumpters. You had all the like your horses and your shield and all that stuff. Arthur is going to continue to maintain that level, that standard of living. Typically what happens during the winter phase is like if you were a mercenary knight or whatever and you weren't provided by a household, you have to like make some sort of roll to like keep up your economic conditions and whatnot and not lose your equipment or stuff like that. But it's assumed that King Arthur or Lord Robert would have been maintaining these, so you shouldn't have to worry about that during the winter phase as a result. And you all still have your squires. Yeah, you caught up with Owen after the battle, Raywin. He disappeared, but he's fine. He just got lost in the crush of the battle. And so yeah, none of you lost any squires, so you don't need to have those replaced. And yeah, I think. Yeah. Did anyone not have a loyalty to the king passion from the two of you? You already generated that earlier.
We already had it, yeah.
Okay. All right. Cool. It just mentioned here that if you didn't have it, that would also be a good time to do so. I'm gonna go ahead and give you guys another 100 glory for becoming a household knight of King Arthur. Obviously, that's a glorious thing to do. So you can add it to your session glory there at the top right of your character sheet.
Said how much?
100.
Okay.
Yeah, and if there's anything else you would like to do in the immediate moment here with King Arthur, or any questions you'd like to ask him, now would be the time to do so. Otherwise, we would probably go into the winter phase.
Will we be? I guess this is a question I could potentially ask King Arthur. Would we be wintering at his court, like at his palace, castle?
Yes. And so as of right now, Camelot does not exist. So his court kind of moves around. He's planning on spending his winter here in Carlion. So you're gonna stick around here if you become his household knights. And so yeah, because that's where his court will be. Other years it might be in London, would be another likely place for it. But it seems like this year he's gonna spend it in Carlion. Yeah. All right, cool stuff. So, the winter phase involves several different things. Let me pull that up. Pull up the core rulebook again. One of the first things that happens in the winter phase, this is basically 25 weeks of time between now and the beginning of the campaigning season next year, that you have to train and kind of do other things. One of the first things that happens is you have the opportunity to do solo adventures. And typically these are done if like a character is out for the count during, like, if they get like taken out early in the battle and didn't get the chance to do a lot. So like planning on doing the whole thing with Bruce with him being in hostage and being able to do stuff at that court over the winter. In general, it's typically done when someone is like absent to be able to catch up with the others. But I'm also happy to let you guys do some solo things now as well. Mostly what it involves is thinking through like, okay, what are things that my knight would be doing throughout the rest of the year, working as a household knight for King Arthur. There's like a little table you roll on. You can get the main purpose of it is to get extra checks on other things so that you have a chance to train them and make them better during the actual training phase of the winter phase. So once I pull that up, I will we can take a look at that and kind of get a couple of vignettes maybe of like what your knights do the rest of the year. So let me pull it up. All right. So yeah, step 1 is the solo scenario. So I'll go ahead and scroll up to that chapter. This would also happen if someone had gone mad and run into the woods. Like we would do a whole solo thing there for them. As of right now, first thing we're going to do is consult table 13.1, household knights duties, and roll a 1d20, which each of you roll a 1d20 for me.
Oh, sorry. What do I type?
/R space a 1d20.
Okay.
Or just d20. All right, we have 1 and an 8. Again, this isn't bad. This is just a table.
I know, but I got scared.
yeah. And like ones are never bad in Pendragon. So
right.
20 would be bad. Okay, so Seth. Actually, the reason you rolled the 1 is because you rolled you wrote in 1ds20, which is not a macro at all. Click /r. Type in /r space 1d20.
One day I'll learn how to use a computer. There it is.
All right. So, so an 8. Ray, when you rolled an 8 for Household Knights duties, you got garrison and patrol. So, typically a normal night for a duty to do when there's nothing else special going on. So the idea here is that you would get, there's like a list here of things that you get to attempt to get checks for by rolling on them. As you practice, as you like do them throughout the course of your duties. And then for you, Seth, you got a 12, so you attend a tournament. How exciting! Okay, cool. So that's what's going to happen there. In addition to standard activity, knights can also attend court. Obviously, you could, attend Arthur's court and do stuff there, which would give you the opportunity to roll courtesy, hunting, intrigue, recognize, religion, one underlined trait for your own religion, hospitality, honor, love for a person, and 3 courtly skills. So it's just gonna be a lot of rolling as we kind of vignette montage, like a sequence of things you do at court and stuff. And now we would roll all of those checks. So you should now have 2 sources of checks to your skills, traits, and passions, your standard activity, and your regular court. Roll against each indicated statistic from step 1. If you succeed, check the statistic and move on to the next. A critical success earns 10 glory. There's no penalty for failure. A fumbled trait roll checks the opposing trait. A fumbled passion roll results in the loss of 1 point from the passion. Skill fumbles carry no penalty. Let's see. Yes. So what you will do is just double checking the list it gives here. Unusual events. No, regular tournament. Okay, yeah, it's just this list. Okay, let's start with those household night duties. So we'll start with you, Raywin. The things that you can roll on here for this is awareness, courtesy, first aid, recognize, honest/deceitful, and 1 weapon skill of choice. So we can take those in any order. Oh, hey, Will is here.
Good morning.
Hey.
Hey, no problem at all. You're actually perfectly on time because your character wasn't even in any of the scenes we just did anyway. So
fantastic.
We just got to the winter phase proper. So here's a quick question for you. Would be does Carwin join King Arthur as a household knight under him? He asked the player knights to do so. Would that be something you did?
Oh, he asked us to?
Yeah. Yep. As
Absolutely.
opposed to kind of, he probably would have asked Lord Robert, like, hey, can I steal these knights? And he's like, yes, of course, my lord, you may. So also your face is the brightness of 1,000 suns right now. Slightly more normal. Yeah. You may add 100 glory, Carwin, then, for becoming a household knight of King Arthur. And yeah, now we're doing Winterface stuff. So I do think that probably you don't get to roll on this table, Will, because you are going to be resting for 15 weeks. And by the time your 15 weeks are up, you will not have had a chance to do... at least you can't do any night duties, but you could probably still do court because there'll be time in the winter phase in the winter to do court stuff. So once you get to that part of it, I'll have you roll on these. So basically, what we're doing right now is kind of montaging other things that the knights did throughout the rest of the year. So let's start with you, the heroine, and in any order you should roll all of these, right? Because they will possibly give you checks that you can train with. So yeah. Awareness. Yeah. So there you go. Success means you get to check it.
I was going to say Raywin probably really works on, she wants to defend Arthur. So
Yeah.
So she's trying to better herself. Garrison and such is going to be
This is
good.
Garrison and patrol, right? So you're doing kind of like you're patrolling the region, looking for ne'er-do-wells. So awareness makes sense as like you're keeping an eye out for things. First aid. So at one point you manage to maybe you find a wounded peasant, or one of your comrades gets wounded in the line of battle. Maybe Gareth did or something like that briefly, and then I guess it would be someone else because then we would have to do a whole thing there. But and you successfully do first aid on them. So that's definitely happening in this montage here. Get to check both of those. Yes, Will.
So, do I just add 100 to the session glory?
Session glory, yes.
Okay.
Carwin has already gone past 1,000 glory, by the way, for session glory. Okay, wow. Raywin's getting all these. Yep, so your courtesy during your garrison is going well as well. Recognize would be the other one. So you're probably looking out for knights as they come to the city gates or whatever. I think you're muted too if you are saying anything. There you go. You're checking all these. Even the one you had a 5 in. Good job.
I did. Thank you. Sorry.
And now you would choose honest or deceitful to begin with. Were you trying to be honest during the course of your duties or deceitful?
Honest. The only reason I would be deceitful is to try to avoid Gareth's eyes, or like if somebody, I mean, even if somebody asked me why I killed the guy, just he killed my brother.
Well, also keep in mind you have another reason to be deceitful, which is that you're a woman.
Oh yeah, sure.
Not that women are more deceitful than men necessarily. It's not necessarily what I meant. But you're trying to hide that you're.
Thank you. I forgot that. I should probably roll deceitful because I'm trying to hide
that was a hilarious Freudian slip. or contextless statement. It's funny.
I will roll dishonest instead. Ignore my honesty roll. Never mind. I guess I'm honest.
So now, So we can consider that honest roll that you made as the thing that you rolled after your failed deceitful. Okay. So you do indeed check honest.
Does that mean somebody finds out?
Not necessarily, but I do think that we could probably say that you are you're more forthcoming than you should be about everything. So people, again, suspicions are beginning to mount. People the tongues wag as people talk about this strange knight who is probably a pagan and murdered a knight on the field and is not remorseful at all about his actions. His question mark?
Yeah.
Tongues wag,
okay.
Indeed.
A noble man.
So then I check this. Honest?
Yeah, I think so. And then the last thing would be one weapon skill of your choice.
Sword is already checked. So probably I
mean, using your bow would certainly also contribute to the strange reputation you're receiving.
Yeah, I was thinking I could do hunting for the court phase, which would also raise it, but possibly bow. I'll go bow.
That makes sense to me. Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. Whoa. Okay, that means you get 10 glory. So you're becoming renowned for your skill with the bow, right?
Nice.
It's just like this strange, like, man, this knight is really good with the bow. Yeah, he murders other knights in cold blood. He uses unknightly weapons.
Yep.
Nice. Makes sense. All right, cool. Now, Gareth, let's do your tournament stuff here in the course of your nightly duties. So you would get to try to check awareness, horsemanship, charge, recognize, sword, and either generous or selfish. So go ahead and roll those as we montage this.
Awareness.
There you go. You're being aware of your surroundings.
Yeah. So I checked the awareness.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Horsemanship. Where are you? There you are. Please. No! That's the one I need the most.
I know. So you don't do super hot on you don't do super hot in the actual tournament part of it at all.
I'm very aware of what's happening, and I'm very aware that I'm bad. Recognize.
Also, you don't pay attention to who's at the tournament either.
Oh my gosh, my sword! Oh yeah, my sword! Yay!
So at least the melee part of it, right? The grand melee portion of the tournament, you do well in.
And then I roll both generous and selfish.
So you would choose one to start with. How are you during the tournament? Are you being generous or are you being selfish, or at least trying to do one of those?
My generous is lower than my selfish, so I want to do that. Okay.
There you go. Yeah, you are indeed being generous. And it makes sense. Like you're generously letting everyone else win. You're being gracious in defeat. All right, cool. Now we would do court stuff. So, everyone gets to do this. So we would assume at this point, real quick, let's briefly jump over to Carwyn. So, Carwyn is a priest is attending to you over these 15 weeks. And here, let me actually generate a name for this dude. Name and appearance. This guy's name is. If it'll ever load. Maybe it will never load.
His name is. Is my mic working?
It is, yeah.
Okay.
This guy's name is Father
I wasn't
Tathan.
seeing my thing light up.
Tathan?
Father Tathan of Amesbury.
Oh my goodness.
He's a thin, middle-aged man with a tonsured crown and ink-stained fingers from copying texts. His robes are well-worn but clean, smelling faintly of beeswax and dried herbs. His eyes are mild and gentle and kind, but his hands are calloused from both manual labor and turning lots of pages, turning lots of vellum pages. His fingers. So he tends you with a mixture of chirurgical knowledge, poultices, and of course prayer. His manner is patient. He mutters to himself about various saints as he changes your bandages. Saint whatever be with you, or saint whatever be with me, or whatever. He also takes time. Wow, you're breathing so heavily into the microphone right now.
I'm so sorry.
That's all right. Suddenly it was just like all I could hear. He takes time to comfort you with prayer for you and with scripture or reading for you. And again, you don't know how to read, so this is like how you get your scripture is like priests and stuff reading to you. So yeah, how is Carwyn dealing with his convalescence?
He's really doing his best to not focus on the external in the physical world and really taking solace in the recitations of Father Tathan and really just trying to be spiritual and tempered with this whole experience.
Sounds good. Yeah, I mean, is your spiritual already checked by chance?
It is not.
Go ahead and roll spiritual. Let's see if this is actually true. The flesh may be weak. Nope.
The flesh is not weak.
Yep. So you're able to push aside your mortal concerns and focus on the other world. On the next life. and the important things like virtue and prayer and whatnot to focus on in this time of convalescence. Very good, very good. Yeah, that makes sense to me. That's probably what you focus on there. Now, after you've recovered and everybody else has kind of finished with their nightly duties for the year, and there's not much else to do except for talk and eat inside a castle in the depths of winter, now we would do a courtly thing, right? So you would have the opportunity, all three of you, to check courtesy, hunting, intrigue, recognize, religion, one underlined trait from your own religion. One of the ones that the religion cares about. Hospitality, honor, love for a person. And choose 3 courtly skills. So those are your options there. And let's just go ahead and go down the list. Seth, let's start with you. How about you go ahead and roll those? So this is your time at King Arthur's Winter Court.
Okay. Courtesy.
Yep.
I am looking because there's a lot.
Yeah.
There it is. Okay. All right.
I might be goofy, but this is the first time I've noticed the insanely strong link between this court and courtesy.
And courtesy. Yeah. Uh-huh.
Oh, yeah, I've never noticed that. Intrigue.
So you have great etiquette at court. You don't do so well on the hunting, but you weren't good at that anyway.
Yeah.
You do not pay any attention to any of the intrigue or rumor mongering happening. You
Good
don't
on.
recognize anyone. You, of course, great at your religion. You get to
Yeah.
practice lots of prayer and scripture reading while you're
Love
at the
that
court.
for me. Hospitality, where are you?
That should be a passion.
Oh.
All knights have a passion for hospitality.
Oh, okay, I see it now.
Nope, except for you.
I'm a jerk. Honor. Is that a passion also?
Yes.
Yes.
There you go.
Okay, and that was already checked anyway. Love.
Do you have a love for a person in particular?
I have love for family.
That doesn't count. Yeah, so it'd have to be
Okay.
like a love for an amour, like a
Okay. Choose 3 courtly skills.
Could he
Yes.
roll to get love for somebody at court?
Not necessarily. We should. This actually would be the phase to talk about, like, if you guys wanted to pursue marriage with, like a young maiden or
We
whatever.
need to if we die, right?
Yeah, if you want to have a descendant and keep,
Okay.
pass on your glory, that would be something to consider. But let's do all of these rolls first.
Yeah.
And then, we can talk about that briefly.
Okay, so the courtly skills.
Yeah, I'm looking up what those are again. What are the courtly skills? See what comes up. I know, like, obviously, like, courtesy and recognize would be. Here we go. Yeah, there's lots of. So flirting would be one of those. You could choose flirting here as one of those options for, like, trying to get the attention of a maiden, right? Compose, courtesy, dancing, falconry, fashion, flirting, gaming, intrigue, literacy, orate, play instrument, recognize, religion, and singing.
Ooh.
So any of those are options for you. So flirting would be a good one if you wanted to, like.
Can you type those?
Yeah, of course.
Thank you.
I'll just type the ones that aren't already in that list that we gave. So compose, dancing, falconry, fashion, flirting, gaming, literacy, orate.
My
play
literacy is 0.
instrument. Yeah. I think, recognize you already rolled. Religion you already rolled. So the other one would be singing.
Okay. And so I can't re-roll something already failed.
Oh, I actually don't know. Maybe. Let's see.
I vote that he can. He needs.
Yeah.
Well, I can't re-roll horsemanship for this.
No.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to like have any boundaries that you can't choose those. So I guess I should have written down those ones too. So the other ones would be courtesy, intrigue, and recognize and religion are ones that you could also do.
All right, so
Yeah, makes sense.
yeah. Compose is compose music, is that correct?
I believe compose is like compose poetry.
Oh, okay. I want to roll flirting just because.
Of course.
Wow.
Hey, there you go. And the primary thing that's happening here is you're getting better at flirting, or you have the potential to get better at flirting.
Yeah.
Checking flirting. But certainly we can, as part of the montage, be like, aha, here's a maiden that might interest you, sort of a thing.
My fashion is one of my higher ones, so I'm gonna roll that one.
Get it fashion, nice.
No.
Okay.
And then, let's do play instrument. Wow. Oh, okay.
Nice. What instrument might that be?
I guess lute. I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if it gives us a list here. I assume it does.
It does. I think they were all stringed instruments.
Mm-hmm. Let's see. Characters know how to play the 3 noble instruments if you take this. Glittern, harp, and lute.
Glitter?
Glittern. I don't know what a glittern
Glittern?
is. It's an ancestor of the guitar.
Glittern. Let me Google.
So, yeah, I don't know exactly what it looks like, but
okay. Google doesn't know what a glittern is, so I'm gonna say lute.
Oh, sorry, gittern. Sorry, I added an L there where there wasn't an L. Gittern.
Gittern.
Yeah, ancestor of the guitar. That makes sense.
It's very similar to a
Sounds
lute.
like someone saying guitar.
Gittern. Yeah,
I'll say
exactly.
the guitar.
Southern
Like guitar.
I'll play the guitar. Yeah, that's hilarious.
I pick guitar.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good. All right, awesome. The only other thing there, Seth, is that you get to choose one underlined trait for your own religion. So a Christian trait. You could work on that. Let me double check. I think it should be written. Yeah, it's written right there. Religious virtues above your personality traits. Chaste, forgiving, merciful, modest, spiritual, temperate are the ones that you could work.
So
on.
I get to check it or roll it?
You get to roll it.
Okay. Let me see what I have.
Forgiving hasn't been checked. Merciful hasn't been checked. Modest hasn't been checked. Spiritual hasn't been checked for you.
Wait.
So you have different ones, Raywin, because you're pagan.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope, not spiritual enough. All right, sounds good. So putting this all together, it sounds like Seth Gareth was, had lots of etiquette. He was very courteous during his time at court. He did not do very well at the hunts. He did not listen. He did not participate in any gossip. He did not meet anyone new, or at least if he did, he didn't remember their name. You prayed a lot and had priests recite scripture to you. You went to mass plenty. You were a little forgetful about hospitality, but it's fine. You, of course, were the most honorable knight on life, as always. You managed to ingratiate yourself to the local ladies. You didn't necessarily keep up on the fashion. You played the guitar. And I mean, I don't know if you were. It's not that you were worldly per se. Actually, let's double check and see. Let's see. No, yeah, it's just like you choose you choose one that's part of your religion. You don't have to. There are other ones that say blank/blank, but there'd be no reason for you to work on your worldly necessarily. Okay, yeah. So there you go. That's your time at court. Raywin, same thing there. So it would be courtesy, hunting, intrigue, recognize, religion would be the first pair there that we're rolling or set.
And if I've already rolled them, should I roll them again? If I've already checked them?
If they are already checked, we should probably not. Well, actually, no, you should, because if you get a critical, you get 10 glory.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, let's see.
Okay, so you are courteous.
Still hunting.
You're not super good at hunting.
Nope. Which doesn't make sense with my bow, but okay, we'll roll with it. Intrigue.
You're good at shooting the bow, but you're not good at actually tracking the
You can
deer.
shoot people, but not animals.
Hey, you are up on the goss.
Mm.
Raywin dishing the goss.
It's because she's a woman.
You don't recognize anyone.
Religion. Makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Failed that one.
I just realized I have 0 in a skill.
Is it literacy?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't read.
Okay.
You're not supposed to. You're knights, gosh darn it. You have women and priests to do your reading for you.
Mm-hmm.
Like the proper Vorin man that you are.
Right.
No hospitality, all right?
That makes sense. I don't want people in my own private room. Thought I just went on her, but it didn't. It's not showing up, so I will try again. Oh, there it is. Okay.
Hey, nice.
And I don't have love for a particular person.
Yeah,
I
just
hate
love
them.
for. True.
And then 3 courtly skills.
Yep, and the list is compose, dancing, falconry, fashion, flirting, gaming, literacy, orate, play instruments, singing, courtesy, intrigue, recognize, religion.
So I'm going to orate because that's what Ray is good at.
Mm-hmm.
Or not.
Oh, fumble. Okay, so on a fumble, with a skill check, it doesn't matter. So you're good.
Okay, cool. So 1, and then sorry.
You good?
I'm going to go with literacy. Since we have priests here, I was almost thinking maybe I could work on never mind. Nothing. I can work on nothing. And I think we'll do play instrument, because why not? I'm not going to try to flirt. I can't do any of those. Okay. And then I don't know the things with my religion. Or
I believe that I wrote them above your personality traits in religious virtues. Yeah.
Yes. Generous, honest, proud, and spiritual. Okay. And
of course, lustful.
Yes. I'm trying to temper that though, so I think I'm going to go with energetic. I already have that checked.
Go for the
generous
glory.
check?
You do. You also have honest checked.
Okay.
Proud isn't checked.
No.
And
So I will roll proud. Proud
Makes
makes the most sense. Nope, never mind. Okay.
It's fine.
Yep.
Yeah, so putting that all together, you're courteous at you're courteous at court. You are in learning things about people, doing the intrigue game. You are slowly trying to regain your honor as you rumors abound. But everything else, not so much. All right, Carwin, what about you?
Alrighty.
So here we go. Posted them again here on the bottom.
Oh, thank you. Yikes.
All right, you're not courteous.
That was the one I wanted to get.
You're not good at hunting. You do not participate in gossip. Close though. You do not know anybody. You're bad at your religion.
Oh my word.
It's all right. Carwin's been a boss at everything else, so yeah, he's due some failure. Hey,
Yes.
there you go. Practice hospitality. Your convalescence has taught you something about hospitality, you know? Oh no, a fumble on honor. That's not good. Okay, a fumble on a passion results in the loss of 1 point from the passion.
Oh
You
my
lost some of
word.
your honor.
Oh my
Bummer.
word.
I don't really
What
know what that
happened?
means narratively.
What
Yeah. I'm not sure. Because like honor here, let's see. Tell me what honor is. Let's double check what this actually does in the game. So the measure of a knight's integrity, decency, and morality is the basis for both personal and social conduct, and is considered inborn and inherent to all nobles. It represents the public trust and recognition of virtue. So often you would lose it through shame, oath breaking, cowardice, or some sort of grievous dishonor like killing a prisoner or treason. Yeah, something along those lines. And again, this is about public honor, not private truth of the matter. So it could just be a lie, right?
I'm wondering
yeah.
if my absence in all of the nightly duties things spread rumors.
Sure. Yeah, maybe it's just like he took his sweet time getting rested, right?
Yeah.
Sure. Makes sense to me. All right. And I don't think you have a love for a person, so it would be 3 courtly skills from this list.
Alrighty.
So you could of course do flirting. So yeah, I was looking up the marriage stuff in between sessions, and the assumption is that once you reach as a household knight, once you reach a certain level of glory, then you would become kind of like it would be considered as like, this person should be married, and then when you get even higher, it's like, this person should maybe get a holding, right? Like become a vassal knight. You can get that. You can have either of those things happen outside of the normal order of things. But typically, once you reach a certain level of glory, then it's like people start, like your lord would be like, you know what, I should get this guy married off or whatever, right? But you can certainly pursue it on your own as well.
What would that threshold be?
Much higher than you have. Even at the end of the winter phase here, it's something like 12,000, I think, for considered eligible for marriage. But yeah, you could pursue it in advance. It's just you'd have to like RP it out and stuff, right?
Gotcha. I don't think my character would do that. I would like to try rolling courtesy and religion again, at least.
Mm-hmm.
And then let's try singing for the third one. Shoot.
Nope. No courtesy.
Yes.
Hey, there you go. Makes sense. Carwin's been doing lots of religion stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, you're also practicing your singing.
Let's go.
I mean, you're probably just singing at church at the very least.
Oh yeah.
Very cool. All right, cool. That's the solo adventure part of the winter phase. So you guys are kind of have this whole big montage of everything happening there. So Seth, did your character want to pursue trying to woo a lady? Woo a hand?
Might as well try.
Yeah. Let's see what I can give you there.
I foresee failing miserably with a 6-point flirting.
Let's see what I found about that stuff. All the stuff by Kairugi I was looking up. No. Come on. Alrighty. So the idea here, so you could of course like find some, like, it depends on what you're okay. What are your goals with this exactly? Like, do you just want to find a woman that can bear your children? Do you want to see if you can of course people aren't marrying for love in this day and age. At least not until the courtly love romance stuff happens in Arthur's court. And even then they wouldn't get married for love. They would just have adultery for love. The other option would be like, if you want to aim a little higher and try to like marry a widow or an heiress who has land, right? That's something you could attempt to do. That's a little bit more difficult. But that's also an option. Either way, like usually named like ladies come with like dowries. And then you'd be able to have children. You got that flirting test there. Let's see. Let me just. We'll see what maybe you can roll here. Yeah. So, what are your preferences? What are your how ambitious are you?
Good question. Well, we know. Well, my character's extremely chaste.
Also true. Yeah. Because part of it too, right, is like in the normal course of things, a knight like you is going to stay a bachelor until his lord decides to marry him off for political reasons, right?
Oh.
And that's like the typical course of things. You are certainly able to pursue it on your own. Your lord's not going to freak out about it or whatever, but like.
Okay. Well, if that's the case, I feel like that's probably what my character would do. So that I wouldn't pursue anyone.
It looks like the glory threshold for that is actually respected, so 4,000 glory. So that's the point where marriage to a noble woman becomes feasible, typically. So it's not as far away as I thought it was off the top of my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and where's my
so part of it though, you could still court, right? You could still like start pursuing the idea, even if you don't.
Okay.
Like, it doesn't happen this year, right?
Okay. Sure. Why not?
Yeah. So based on the kind of suggestion here is like household knights without holdings or with low glory may only pursue lesser matches, commoners or widows. But you could still try, right? It's not.
Sure.
Yeah. So you tell me. So this would be you kind of like setting the stage for a future marriage to a proper noble lady. Is that kind of what you're thinking? Because Gareth would want to go about it the right way, but like, what are you thinking?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. Go ahead and how are you approaching it? Do you want to do courtesy, intrigue, or flirting? Those would probably be the three main avenues.
Courtesy is what I have best.
Okay. Yeah. So you're approaching this as just like a proper knight would, right? You're just like broaching the topic. Maybe you find an older knight with a daughter or something, right?
Mhm.
Like and start like bringing it up to him. Yeah, that makes sense to me. Go ahead and roll courtesy. We'll see how well it goes. There you go. All right. So it's not a critical, so it's not like he's like, yes, of course. But like you have set the stage. You've properly set the stage for that. That makes sense to me. So I would say that like maybe the next winter phase, it would as long as you have earned enough glory, like as long as your total glory becomes 4,000 by the end of that year, you're probably good to go. For a marriage. Let's go ahead and generate who this person is, right? Like who. So you can tell me a little bit about like what you would have. Maybe you prefer as a player. Is what I said true? Like you find like an older knight with a daughter or something like that.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that feels right.
Okay, yeah. So I think it would be because typically this is about like a political alliance. Let's see. Because you would typically want someone with like a little bit of land, maybe. Let's see. Oops. Let's see, like prepare. Let's try to figure out what sort of matches are likely here. What's realistic to consider? Then we can give her a name. But yes, you're right. Gareth is very chaste, so he would not go about this in the way of common flirtation. No. Okay. Come on. There you go. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So this would be like it would be about the alliance with this knight. Probably a vassal knight is who you're talking to. One of King Arthur's or King the King of Carlian or whatever this Cameliard, whatever. So somewhere in this region, probably. A daughter of a a vassal knight. So he has holdings, but no like land to give you. This would be about a dowry, probably, right? Like a dowry and an alliance with a vassal knight. So let's. Yep. So you secure a promise or a tentative betrothal contingent on proving yourself further, right? That's kind of the idea here. The dad's like, well, I can see that you have some glory under your belt, but I expect to see more from you before I give my daughter's hand away. You prove yourself in the next year, and we'll consider it done.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. All right. Name.
Is my health supposed to still be 14?
No, you can pretty much just bring it up to full, and
Okay.
You're expected to be healing naturally over the course of weeks.
Okay.
Imagine healing naturally. Can we get a confirmation or denial on the dragon that is in Essex, a little bit outside of Londinium?
No, because I don't know anything about it. It might be there. I don't know.
It's on the map. There's a white dragon laying down in a forest right next to the town of Riddle.
All right, I'm just trying to figure out the proper like names for the people in the region that you're probably getting this from.
John
Jacob Schingelheimer Schmidt.
No, his name was my name too.
Okay.
Oh right. Yeah.
Okay.
Let's see. Wait a second. Did I? Earlier, I described a king who was talking to you guys.
I don't remember.
Oh yeah, it's King Leodegrance.
Oh yeah.
King Leodegrance is who you're talking to. For some reason, the way it was worded, it made it sound like it was a different king, also with King Leodegrance, but it was King Leodegrance all along. That's the guy who was talking to you. That makes sense. So this will be a vassal knight of Leodegrance, which makes sense, right?
Okay.
So this guy's name is Sir Cadfael of Hansen. He's a middle-aged loyal retainer of Leodegrance. He holds a modest manor in Camel Yard, worth about 10 pounds income yearly. He's proud of his reputation as a just and honorable man, though he's not very wealthy. And his daughter is Lady Eluned. Eluned. I don't know how to pronounce that. She is 18. She's known for her piety and her skill with the harp. And you'll get a dowry, a modest dowry, a respectable match for you. Father's a little protective of her. He wants assurance of your loyalty and your rising prospects. But yeah, that it goes pretty well. And you basically, as long as you don't die and you prove yourself in this next adventure in the next year, you have a wife, my friend. Congrats.
Okay.
I'm assuming that Amber isn't pursuing a noble match here.
Yeah.
But Carwin, I mean, you can prove me wrong,
No.
Amber, but
I'm almost wondering if I accidentally flirt and have people like trying to pursue that, but I didn't do too well at court, so I doubt it.
No. Yeah. Sounds like you're just kind of keeping to yourself.
Yeah.
Will, what about Carwin?
You will wait to be approached as an
Properly assigned.
with an alliance offer.
Sounds good. All right, sounds good. All right. So, after we do personal events, then, that was the solo scenario. Now it's personal events. This is actually probably this phase in which this is happening anyway, is personal events, which is the step 2. In addition to their time spent adventuring, every player knight faces other challenges and opportunities throughout the year. Everybody roll 1d20 on the personal events table to determine what trait or passion was tested.
What?
So roll a 1d20.
Oh.
So we got a 5, a 15, and an 18. Okay, let's go down the list per the overlay here. So we'll start with you, Seth. You got a 15, which means you are going to roll on your love of family. So let me find that. Yeah, go ahead and roll on your passion, love of family. 8.
I did.
All right. So you got a success. You offered yourself as a guarantee for an accused family member. So I believe that means something like you are testifying for them, so they got accused of something, and you're like,
Okay.
nope, I vouch for them. Do we know who this family member is? We obviously know your father is dead, which is why you got his
Okay.
glory. He like died in battle, I think, is what happened to him. But you have, like, in theory, you have other family members. Like, your mother might still be alive. You might have siblings.
Mhm.
You might have cousins or aunts or uncles or whatever. Who is this?
Cousin.
Is this cousin like a knight or
Sure.
courtier? Okay.
We'll
Some
make him
lesser
a knight.
Sure.
Do I check family love?
I believe so. No. If you got a critical, you
No.
would have gotten several things,
Okay.
including a check in love family.
Okay.
This is just, it's about an event happening more than anything, right?
Okay.
And how you handled it. You tell me. I mean, what did he get accused of?
He got accused of theft of a something.
Yeah. You got accused of stealing from his lord or something, right?
Yes,
Mhm.
not a
Yeah.
something.
Yeah. So, your cousin's name is Sir Madog.
Madog.
Sir Madog.
Mad dog.
He's a little bit older than you. He's a lean man in his mid-20s. He has a long, angular face, dark eyes, a crooked nose that got broke once in training. His hair is black, and it's worn cropped short under a battered open helm. He is earnest and dutiful, a little bit self-effacing. He's a bachelor knight. He has yet to prove himself in any sort of major battle. His traits lean modest and energetic. So he's maybe a little bit too frenetic of a person, maybe a little bit too, he acts without thinking, maybe a little bit too much. But he's certainly very modest, and certainly he didn't do this, right? Like, and as the knight with the most honor in most of the land, right? Like, no one would ever question your word, and so he obviously gets acquitted of such an offense. But yes, you have Sir Madog, and he thanks you profusely for standing up for him. So there you go.
Did he actually do it?
And we'll never know, because it doesn't matter. All that matters is what the knight Gareth said. Raywin, you got a 5, so you are going to check your choice of honest or deceitful.
Well, we'll try for deceitful again, because I feel like this could be important.
Yeah, my wife just gave me eggs and bacon and toast.
Yay!
It's so good.
W.
Yeah, W's in chats, boy. Deceitful. Okay. On deceitful, you entertain people with your fantastical stories. Gain glory equal to your appearance statistic.
Oh, hey, that's good.
Yeah. So, I mean, what are these? Is it just that you're telling all the stories of like things your brother did that you are taking credit for as a knight, pretending to be him?
Yeah. Mostly just like,
nice.
Yeah, I win this battle, and
yeah.
Also,
nice.
Probably stories about the evils of King Lot, like exaggerating them.
Yeah, and like that you personally were there and witnessed them, as opposed to like hearing about it secondhand. Yeah.
Yep.
Nice. All right, cool. A bunch of knights are sitting around the hearth, listening to your stories, and one of them, like, slaps his knees, like, what a story, right? Like, as you finish one, they'll clap you on the shoulder. Maybe you like wins a little because a little bit
King
too hard.
A lot, more like king, not very much.
Oh boy. Speaking of not very much, Carwin. So you roll on station, which is one of your passions.
Okay. What's that mean?
We'll find out. Failure. You got carried away at this year's feast. At this year's Feast of the Ass. That's what it's called. Which, I mean, it probably makes sense given what you made a fool of yourself. You publicly embarrassed yourself. Lose 1 point of honor.
Not again. Sucks to suck.
Bro, I'm in shambles.
Yeah, so your time of convalescence has made you forget all the ways of the night, and you publicly embarrass yourself. What do you do?
I don't know. I started speaking out against the Catholic Church because I've been reading my Bible so much.
That's hilarious.
You're not literate.
I've been
having
listening to the
priest
priest
read it to
the
him.
Bible so much.
Yeah.
You
Very
audiobooked it. Don't worry.
Yeah, exactly. Very good. So there you go. There's your personal adventures throughout the year. Now we do experience rolls. Characters spend some of the winter reflecting on the year that has gone by. Potential improvements have been recorded throughout the game year by checking skills, passions, and traits on your character sheet. The procedure to increase any of these statistics is the same, but note that characteristics have limitations to being increased this way. So
Does that just mean everything we checked has a chance of increasing?
exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna look up what this limitation might be, and we'll find out. So you would roll a d20 once for each experience check. If the number rolled is greater than the current value, the character learned from their experience and adds 1 point to that value. A value of 20 with or without a critical bonus requires a roll of 20 to be raised through this method. So none of you have something at 20, but this process is repeated for every check recorded on the character sheet. Each check statistics gets only 1 roll per year, but all check statistics are attempted. The number of successes achieved during play is not relevant. Only 1 roll is allowed. The player determines the order in which the experience checks are rolled. So let's do one at a time so we don't spam the chat with so many d20 rolls that nobody knows who's whose. So let's start with you, Seth. You in any order you wish, go ahead and roll. You can probably just click on the statistic because it is a d20 roll that it does. And just do it for every single thing you have checked in any order you would like. And if you get...
Oh, everything's a d20?
If you get higher than... If you get a failure, basically. If you get higher than the thing, then you advance it.
Okay.
The idea is the higher you get the thing, the harder it is to train it better.
And it goes up 1?
It will go up 1. Yeah, no matter what, that's just the only effect that happens here.
Okay.
If you get higher than it goes up 1.
If you get a critical where you just
nothing
roll
happens.
The number, nothing. Okay.
Yeah, you don't get it.
Okay.
Yeah, because it counts. You need to get above it. So nothing. Those that have not advanced.
Got generous.
So generous did advance to 10.
So generous will go up 1, selfish down 1.
Selfish down 1, exactly. Yep.
Okay. Got it.
Oh, that's how that works.
So they're always opposed to each other. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. I like that. That's cool. That's
Okay,
really
you become
cool.
more temperate. You become more valorous. Nice.
Okay.
Love it.
And then I also have cowardly check, so when I get to that, I still roll it?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, let me check.
Okay.
I think so. It says.
Okay.
As much. Yeah.
But
You're rolling really well.
I didn't want these to go up. Okay. Coward, we're back. Okay. Awareness.
Yeah. Well, okay. Real quick before you keep going, let me double check that.
Okay.
Let's see. Experience
because
checks.
if both valorous and cowardly go up, but they also have.
But
to
they are
only be
both
20.
checked.
They would just even out
checks
again.
Yeah. Experience checks and opposing traits. How does this work? Because my instinct probably says that you do roll them both because they are both checked, right? let's see. If both traits are checked during the winter phase, do you roll for both, even though the changes might cancel out? That's really what matters here. Yeah, you roll for both. Yep.
Okay.
So nothing changed there because you were cowardly and valorous during the year. Hey, your
I
flirting
can
gets better.
flirt a little.
It's good. You're gonna have a wife soon.
Yeah.
No,
And I
no sword.
think that's it. No, wait, no, my
Oh.
passions.
No, yep. No honor. That was gonna be very unlikely to get higher anyway.
Yeah. Nope.
No
Okay.
loyalty. All right, good stuff. Got a few good things in there.
Yeah.
Amber, all you know.
Okay.
See if you upgrade.
Hey, I'm more energetic.
More energetic. That makes sense.
One, and that goes down one. Generous. I'm also more generous. Nope. Some of my vengeance was tempered by, I got some of it. And then valorous. No, cowardly.
Goes up.
Just one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Apparently I'm more cowardly. That's exciting. Okay.
I mean, it makes sense given what happened.
It does make sense. Awareness, no. Courtesy. Yes.
More courteous. Nice.
That does make sense. First aid. Yep.
Hey.
And then intrigue. Nope.
No.
And then do we also roll on the combat skills?
Any skill that is checked, anything that is checked at all gets checked.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I hate cooking a lot more.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yep. Apparently, I don't love children more. Not thinking about them right now. Doesn't go
And
up.
getting critical doesn't mean anything. Yeah.
And then I like all y'all more.
Nice.
Nope. And
Go for bow. Hey, nice.
my sword goes up.
That makes sense.
There we go.
Nice.
All right, Will.
Well done.
That's you.
Let's go.
Should I uncheck them now?
Yes, they should all be unchecked. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, more spiritual.
Let's go. Massive. Yes.
More valorous.
Ha 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 ha.
Oh, I forgot one.
This is fantastic. Ooh. I'm still blind as a bat. Shit.
No increased
I wanted
religion.
that one to go higher. This one is the most important, though. Yes.
Better at singing. Very important. Better at battle. Nice. Yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure it was your battle roll that like let you guys see find King Lot on that first melee.
Mm-hmm.
So sword,
Man.
no. Homage, no. Devotion, no.
Yikes.
Loyalty, no.
Man. That's it.
All right.
Oh,
Good.
it's not it. I have reckless.
Ah,
Yeah, so do I.
more
forgot that one.
reckless. Go for it.
And I have honest too that I have to roll for.
More reckless for Amber.
Mm.
Not more honest though. That makes sense. You lied a lot. Okay, next it would be economic circumstances. Everybody has a standard, like a normal standard of living for your knighthood. You normally wear clothing worth £1. As a household knight, each winter, your liege, now King Arthur, presents them with a new, complete set of clothing of full value. So you get new clothing and kind of basically just discard your old clothing at that point.
We're so dapper.
Yep. You technically still own it. It's just like it's worth less, and eventually it will become little more than peasants' rags, comparatively. And then your standard of living is basically the same there. Pretty sure you just have ordinary standard of living. You get income. That you are a household knight. Your lord sees to your annual maintenance, so you don't have to worry about that. But I do think that King Arthur is going to give you, as some of his most favored knights, a bit of extra coin during the Yule.
Yeah.
You get £1 or 1 libra, I guess it's what it is. That you may spend at some point before we begin next time. There should be a space on your character sheet for that. Let's see.
Denarii?
So denarii is the lower value, the lower denomination of money.
I only have denarii.
So
Yes,
I'll go ahead and add a new option in the equipment there, and have it be libra. And then
Libre.
I think so. I think it's that.
Okay.
And how
It is-
many denarii is that worth?
I don't know off the top of my head. Honestly, you can just copy from your family heirloom up there, Gareth. At least I'm seeing you can like do that, right? Like just value one libra.
Yeah, it did it.
Yep. So whatever way you want to
Description,
denote that,
money.
and we can talk in between sessions as to what you can actually buy with your stuff. All right, and then you have maintenance. Household knights have their maintenance paid by their liege lord at the ordinary level. So you got four libra for bachelor knights. Don't really need to worry about that. Increase the character's age by 1 year at this time and update the character sheet.
No.
So you're now 22 years old. Actual aging starts at 35 years old. So once you get to 35 or higher, you have to roll on the aging chart to like decrease stats and like get worse at things because you're getting old.
Oh,
But that won't be for
that
some
sucks.
time. So. All right. So I don't have to worry about that.
I thought it started at 40.
Well, in
No.
this game, it starts at 35. Yeah.
It starts after every kid you have, trust me.
It starts at 25, personally. Let's see. Nope, don't need that. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's interesting. Nobody got their con reduced.
Do we
Squires.
add our?
Hmm?
Do we add our session glory yet to our?
Not yet. That's like the last thing.
Okay.
Your squires also get 1 year older, so go ahead and mark that now.
Oh.
And once they reach 21, typically they become knights. Normally released.
We're Korean. We all celebrate our birthday at the same time.
Released
Yeah.
elsewhere.
And then
Does their skill go up at all?
That is a good question. No.
Okay.
Not as far as I can tell. Oh yeah, actually, wait a second. Players may try to improve the skills of their supporters and background characters. All skills and passions, including the squire skill, have a chance to progress. Okay. Check for raises to their skills and passions. The amount and method depend on the statistic's current value. Okay, cool. So I believe that like your squires start out with a 5 in things. For like knight skills, but your squire skill also could increase here. So let's go down the list here. Let's start with the squire skill. You have a 17 in squire skill. Your squire Liam is pretty good at his job. Roll a d20. All right, no gain this year.
Okay.
And then I'll probably just I'll make a squire, like a proper squire sheet for them in between sessions here, and figure out if they get any of their actual knightly skills increased. I'll do that in the background here, so you don't have to roll a bunch of times. Raywin, you can do the same thing. Just roll a d20 for your squire skill.
So he goes up 1.
Well, so let me check. So it's sorry, what is it at? It's at 8. Sorry, you don't even have to roll. At less than 15, you automatically increase it.
Okay.
So it just automatically goes up by 1.
Nice.
What about you, Carwin?
17.
17. Wow. So roll a d20.
Haha!
Nice. Yep. So it goes up by 1 point.
Let's go.
Wow.
Yeah,
Squire skill
20.
18. That's awesome. Okay, let's see. Horse survival is step 7. Combat trained horses have a higher risk of disablement due to rigors of battle. As a result, the horse survival roll is necessary each winter for all combat or special horses. I don't know if this is going to matter too much because I think your lord is going to just replace your horse if he happens to die. The only thing this would really matter is if you had some sort of like special horse that was like unique and like was better at things. But just for funsies, let's have everybody roll a d20 for their main charger that they used in all the combats this year and just see if he dies. He's going to be replaced, but 12, the horse is healthy.
Yes. I didn't want to have to mourn the loss of my friend.
Horse is healthy, Amber.
Okay.
Roll a d20 for us, Gareth, to see if your horse dies.
Yes. Oh, I clicked hold on. It's trying to roll a template and then add lots of words. Okay. /R or R/.
/R.
R/.
No, /R.
Don't mess me up because I will get messed up.
Yep, horse is healthy. You're all good. You also have a chance to do training and practice.
Yes, please.
I need horsemanship!
Players can advance their character capabilities. The player may select any one of the following improvements. You may change a personality trait. You may change a passion. You may change a characteristic. You may train skills up to 15. You may train a skill up to 20. Only one of those can be chosen. And to give you more details on what that means, for change a personality trait, you can add 1 point to a trait, decreasing its opposite by the same amount. You can change a passion. You can add 1 or subtract 1 point from any passion, except that you cannot give a critical bonus to a passion. Oh, that's interesting. There's a whole thing about passion courts here. I'll have to figure that out. And then change a characteristic. You may add 1 point to any one of strength, dex, con, or appearance. Size may only be changed in accordance to the getting fat rules. Let's see. It is possible to increase size after age 21 3 times with this method, but it requires adding a distinguishing feature to your character sheet to reflect the change. On the first increase, the character adds the distinguishing feature of heavyset. So if you wanted to use that and increase your size by 1, you would also have to give yourself a distinguishing feature, which means you are heavyset. So you like gain some weight over the year.
What would be the benefit of that?
Size is helpful. Like I think it's like increases your knockdown and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
But the idea is that you're full grown at this point. You're at 21 years old. So if you're getting any bigger, it's outward, not upward, right?
Okay.
So yeah, that's an option. You can also train skills up to 15. This might be a valuable one to choose. You can add 6 points to any skill under 15 in any combination. All points may be added to one skill, divided between 2 skills or more, as long as the values are not raised over 15.
I'm going to increase my horsemanship to 14.
Nice. You can also choose one skill that is over 15 to increase by 1 point, up to a maximum of 20. So those are your options. You can choose one of those options.
And
so yeah, training you get that training skills up to like 6 points is a really valuable one to like increase a bunch of ones that you're bad at.
You do think that would be the wisest decision for me, right? To just put it all in horsemanship?
I probably, yeah.
Okay.
That one is so good. But I really want to get my honor up.
Yeah.
But it's like 1 point versus 6 points.
Well, what is your horsemanship?
16.
Your horsemanship is good. Mine was 8.
Yeah. I might increase my charge by 3.
That's good.
Up to 15.
If I increase my thrown weapon, do I get ninja stars?
No.
Oh, darn.
I'm pretty sure it is daggers though.
Yeah.
I'd assume.
They didn't have ninja stars in medieval Europe? What are you talking about?
No, they did not. They didn't even have ninja stars in Japan for most of its existence.
Can we play gun game on the battlefield where like each kill we get a new weapon?
No. I mean, technically, you could indeed take like an axe from someone or whatever.
That's true.
So, what are you guys choosing? You all did.
I did horsemanship.
The train skills.
I think I'm gonna train skills.
You just put all 6 points in that stuff in horsemanship.
Nice. Yes.
Yeah, and as a note about what is coming in the campaign, like you're destined to fight King Lot at least one more time before the end of the campaign. So it makes sense to make sure you're ready for that battle.
I'm putting 3 in charge, 1 in sword so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then I think
does horsemanship when we're fighting on horses, does it also use spear? Or just horse?
I'm pretty sure that like horsemanship does not cap spear. I think that's like the one it doesn't cap.
Okay, because my spear's at 5.
Because it's like about charge or whatever. Yeah.
It's about okay.
Yeah, I think charge is usually the skill they're using there. I think unless you're fighting with a spear by itself.
Gotcha.
I think you're probably safe to keep spear at 5.
Okay.
So I bumped up my charge by 3 to 15. I bumped up my sword by 1 to 15, and then I increased chaste and forgiving each by 1 to 15.
So if you're choosing skills, you have to only do skills.
Oh. Gotcha. My bad.
So I've just increased both horsemanship and sword to both 13, and I have 1 point left. I'm trying to decide where I want to put it. Any suggestions, y'all?
Let me look at your stuff.
Yeah, well, the choice you chose is like add 6 point to any skill under 15 in any combination.
It's just the skills, not skills and traits.
No, you just says skills, yeah.
Gotcha.
Probably charge for you, right? Because your charge is at 10.
Good work.
Charge or bow, because I do have a bow kind of weak, but I can do charge. There we go. That is 6. I get better at hoist.
I think she's saying hoisting
and holding up that heavy lance.
Ah, there you go. Yeah. You froze for a second there. Okay, cool. Next step. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sorry, you're not.
Yeah, I still have 2 more points. I'll
there
increase
she goes.
my stewardship by 2 to a 14.
Cool. Oh, Amber dropped from existence. Oh, she's back.
Oh no.
On Roll20 at least. I assume she'll be back up soon, shortly. There she is. Welcome back. You're good. I think you're muted. Next step would be to tally glory.
Yeah.
Add up all the glory gained in the previous year's play. Include glory gained during the winter phase itself, right? As you're just putting that all in that session glory box there. So let's see.
You said that I had gotten like 1,000 session glory. It was only at 106, and then I increased it by 100.
No, it was at 1,060. I don't think you scrolled far enough to the right.
Oh, you're so right. I didn't.
So yeah, you
realize
did get
had to
1,000.
scroll on.
It doesn't have enough characters there for. Yeah. You have 1,168. I'm going to double check. It looks like there's maybe some passive glory things that we might need to double check. Passive glory bonuses. But otherwise, this should be what's on your sheet for glory. And then you would add it to your total glory. Most of the stuff that you did this session was from like adventures and stuff. Yeah, and typically what you would do, especially in like a longer game of Pendragon, you would write all of these down in your that second part of your sheet, the holding sheet, the history and events. You would and you can feel free to do this, or I can do this, or whatever. But you would like add like fought in the battle of Carlion, right, in year 510, like anything like special or famous that you got like glory for, and you could add there. So you have a record of all the cool things your knight did over the course of his life. Let's see. Let's check passive glory stuff.
What date was this battle?
This is the year 510. What is everybody's appearance or appeal? I guess is what it is.
Mine
wait.
is 15.
Was I supposed to add my session glory? Sorry.
Not yet.
Okay. That was just saying make sure you had your session glory.
Yeah. That's where it
Okay.
is. Yeah.
Okay.
What's everybody's appeal?
Appeal.
Fair.
APP.
I don't know.
Where is that?
It's one of your stats, one of your characteristics there. Like with strength index and stuff.
Oh, at my app 11.
Yeah.
Oh, 10.
11. 10. Okay. So you actually, Raywin, because you are fair, get an extra 10 glory this year because of you're so good looking. Yeah.
What a beautiful man.
Exactly. What a very beautiful man. Does anyone have any famous traits or passions, which would be 16 or above?
Yes.
For each of those, you may add another 15 glory.
Ooh.
So, like, obviously, you're very honorable, well-known knight, so you get an extra 15 for that.
You said 16
I
or
have Just and
above?
Valorous, both at 16.
At 16, yep.
Chast. It's traits and passions. Or
Traits and passions, yep. Anything that is 16 or higher.
Okay, I have 2. So I get 30?
Yeah. And so you'd be adding this to your session glory still.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Let's see.
What about skills?
No, not skills. The only other thing would be like if you were. There's a couple other like being rich and stuff. One of the other ones is if you're obese, you get an additional 20 passive glory annually. Because of the cultural assumption of richness.
Yeah.
If you're fat, you're wealthy. Which that would happen if you increased your size 3 times during the training phase. You become a beast.
Become a sumo wrestler.
Exactly. Yeah.
I trained in the hot dog eating competitions.
Exactly.
Yum.
Does anyone have at least 1,000 glory?
Session glory?
Session glory.
No, I'm at 908. I'm close.
Yeah, so Carwin does, which means you get a prestige award.
Yeah.
At every full 1,000 points of glory attained, the player knight receives a prestige reward. Actually, let me double check and see how this is calculated, because it might be
Current glory.
Current glory at every 1,000, which means that maybe some of you did it as well. Let's see. Prestige reward. Total glory or 1,000 glory earned in one session. Total accumulated glory. So go ahead and at this point add your session glory to your total glory.
Okay.
And we will discover.
Is that in holdings?
No, I went back to your main. So it's in other statistics.
What?
So if you look at characteristics, so your session glory is at the top.
Oh, I did.
Top
it didn't
there.
look like I could edit it there for some reason.
Oh, hey, Seth, you did the same thing. You do not have 9,088 session glory. There is another letter beyond, or another number on the right there. So I think you've been adding this wrong.
Oh, nice.
So what was it at when you started changing things? What did it look like? Was it a 1 on the far left here? I feel like it must have been, because I added these up and.
Okay, I know what I saw was like an 8. It was like 8.
Well, because there are 4 numbers here, which means there's no way you got more than. Yeah. That's what Seth or Will did too. That's right. So it would have been at 1,000 probably. 1,088 sounds right to me. And so you would have gotten 100 for becoming King Arthur's household knight. And then what other glory did you get?
I got the 30 from my chast and honor.
Any other things there that need to be considered?
I don't think so.
So I'm trying to do math. I think it's 1,208 then. I am curious how you got to 9. That doesn't seem right.
Yeah. What I saw was like 800. It was probably something from our last session, and I didn't know what I was doing.
Yeah, I think this is accurate.
Okay.
That's all right. I didn't realize that the session glory, it cuts it off like that.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I want to make sure you're getting the right stuff here. Darn. I think it's more likely that you maybe added a number on accident. Now that I'm looking at it. So let's assume it was at 888 maybe.
Okay.
And then you would have gotten, we'd be at 9. No, you would be 1,000. 1,008, I think, is what you end up with.
Sure.
Yeah, because the only difference between that would be like the addition of a 0 in between the first and second digits.
Yeah. All right. I'm going to assume that, because I think that's probably the closest. It's somewhere close to
Okay.
that. Okay, so go ahead and add that now to your current glory. Whatever your session glory says.
1,008.
So yeah, 883 for Raywin. That seems right.
How did we get
And do
so
I
much?
eliminate the session glory?
Yeah, session glory would go back to 0, and then you would add all of that into current glory, which is below your characteristics in other statistics.
Yes.
So next
Got
to
it.
movement, armor points, healing rate, you would add that to your current
Okay.
glory there.
Huh.
So feel free to whip out a calculator and add that up. And then once you do that, then we'll get to hand out some prestige rewards.
And it is for every 1,000 current glory.
Yeah, so I think all of you started out at somewhere within the 2000s, right? So basically, if as long as you hit 3,000, you can get a prestige reward.
I missed it.
You missed it? That's impossible. There's no way.
That's
You got
true.
like 1,200 or whatever.
That's impossible. I think it was like 2 away from being. Oh no, I'm thinking about. I'm getting my current glory and other things mixed up. Yeah.
Yes, you all have at least 3,000.
1,198.
So that means you get one of the following prestige rewards. You may raise any statistic by 1 point. You may lower the value. Wait a second. Let me double check.
So do I get one too?
A prestige reward. Yeah, so all of you get one of these options.
Okay.
Raise any statistic by 1 point. Lower the value of a passion by 1 point. Or guarantee that an heir is conceived and born healthy and of the gender preferred by the player, or guarantee for any other child born to a player knight either the conception, health, or gender as desired by the player.
That's
So,
crazy.
Obviously, none of you have children or anything, but so probably what you want to do is increase a statistic by 1.
So would that be I can increase horsemanship by 1?
Yeah,
No.
and I'm pretty sure statistic means any of the things. It doesn't. A characteristic
Oh.
is the appeal, strength, and stuff. I think the word statistic means anything. It's the word that encompasses all of the numbers.
What?
So every single number on this sheet.
I'm pretty sure every single thing. So it's skill, trait, passion,
Health points?
not hit points. No, that's one
Okay.
of the ones that is not.
But characteristics I could if I wanted to.
Yeah, you could do a characteristic. Yeah, and
But
I don't think
health,
it.
health is literally called a statistic.
Well, why would you want to increase that by 1? You should increase your con by 1, which would increase your health.
Okay.
So is this
Yeah.
normally the only way you would increase
But-
your characteristics?
So either that or the training thing, which allows you to.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sorry, could you tell me what the characteristics would increase? Like what if I increased one? What would it
if I
help?
remember correctly, size would increase like knockdown and stuff. I know some of these are like multiple things mixed together. Dex, I
Mhm.
believe, has to do with movement. Strength would be stuff like your damage. Con would be related to your hit points and major wound threshold. And unconscious stuff, I think. And appeal is like your how attractive you are, and then it would also give you
Mhm.
passive glory if you get it up to a certain amount. So yeah, I mean, for you, like, if you want to do more damage, strength might make sense. Or sorry, yeah.
My strength is 16.
Sorry,
think I'll increase
I was looking at your size when I said that, and size might be one to consider because there are no restrictions to this increase. You can do it at anyone for any reason, no penalties. So you
Okay.
will not become obese by increasing your size at this point.
Yeah, I was thinking either size or con, but if that's the case, maybe size.
Yeah, that would increase your knockdown, which would be helpful.
Oh, it did. Oh, and it did increase my health. Cool.
Yep.
Did
So it
it?
automatically does that.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. Which that's what I was going for, the health. Cool.
Sweet. Gareth is a little beefier. He's hitting the irons. Amber, what are you thinking for Rayra?
I was thinking strength because she's like trying to get stronger.
Sure. Makes sense to me. Yeah, I think you're the person who does the least amount of damage, so makes sense to me.
My movement went up with that.
In what
Interesting.
way would strength increase damage?
Your character damage is derived from strength. I don't know exactly what that means. Well, I don't know what the formula is off the top of my head, but the more you increase strength, the more you get damage. Okay, let's put it back to 8 real quick, Raywin, on your sheet, and I'm gonna see what that, if it changes anything.
It changed my movement for sure.
Okay, so I change it to 10. Let's see if that does anything.
So there's character damage is 3d6 at 10.
Yeah, it's the same as it was. I'm curious. I'm pretty sure it does that.
Should I roll like and weapon to see like if it shows us the map?
I don't think it would on here. I can just I'll look it up. What's the question exactly? Is like, what does strength increase? Is that what you're asking, Will?
Yeah.
What does strength increase?
At the moment, it seems like nothing.
Movement, we know for sure.
Oh yeah,
increases for whatever reason.
Thunder.
Size and strength is the thing that gets added for damage. So because Raywin has a really low size, it's probably not. She'd probably have to increase strength a bit more before it would increase the damage at all. Your brawling damage is based on strength. Your encumbrance is based on strength. Some skill rolls start based on strength. Your healing rate is based on strength.
Okay.
So yeah.
I think I might make my con an 18.
Nice. That's what Amber has too. It's helpful. All right, neat.
Getting that major wound up there.
Okay. The only other things, there's one more thing, and it is family. The ongoing history of a knight's family members is determined by this step. 2 types of events may occur. Let's see. You make sure your player character events are recorded at this phase. Natural events of births and deaths occur during the winter phase. Let's see. Nobody has reason to have a child, so that wouldn't matter. Let's see. No. Yeah, okay. The only thing that really it shows here is the birth table. So it doesn't matter, I don't think, at this point, because it's mostly about your wife and child / children. And none of you have that. So there you go. That's the end of the winter phase. Yeah. Oh, very fun. You guys are much better at things than you were before.
Good.
It's exciting. I mean, once you make it through a year of Pendragon, you are indeed you have an opportunity to get a lot stronger. So lots of fun. So I think the idea is going to be that between now and next time, me and David will do his winter phase, and he'll have a little mini adventure as well. And then we'll meet back next time we play, and we'll be doing another adventure. Just to give you guys a little sneak preview, King Arthur is going to send you to on an urgent mission to a foreign court. So there you go. That'll be what we do next time we play.
Did we plan our next day?
No.
Okay.
We can talk about it in the Discord. Yeah.
That's fine. I needed to remind myself.
Yep.
Does my current HP go up to match my total?
Yes, you guys will all be at max current HP. If anything changed there, it'll go up. There you go. Well, thanks for playing Pendragon, y'all. That was a lot of fun. Excited to see how these characters fare in the future, and whether or not your legacy will live on, whether or not you can get married and have kids and all that jazz. Or if you die horribly somewhere along the line here. Getting close a couple times, and the more we learn about the rules, the more deadly it gets.
Yay!
Yeah.
Yeah, there won't be as much fighting next time. There will be, I believe, some fighting.
Okay.
We'll have a chance to go to a foreign court, do some talking, court stuff. Yeah, it'll be fun. I think there may even be some Fae stuff next time. Could be fun.
Heresy.
No, it's not heresy. They're real.
All right, Druid.
All right, there you go. That's been Pendragon. Thanks for playing, guys. We are out. Adios.